the liberal commandment, not so covet thy rich neighbor's assets.
Yes, thank you very much for the call. 1-866-95-PATRIOT. Let's see. Dan, Detroit, Michigan. Go ahead.
You are the first major media power to point out the simple wisdom of the government picking winners and losers in the case of bailing out GM, which started under Bush, and how it hurts Ford. If there's a person working at Ford today, they need to understand that simple fact, that they're not being done any favors by this government, and they got to decide who they're going to vote for between who supports growth policies and who supports these government-controlled, take-a-winner on taxpayer dollars.
Well, Dave, you got to understand that Ron Gettelfinger is passing down the talking point. That we're all in this together, the UAW, even though the workers, the rank-and-file UAW workers at Ford Motor Company have now been penalized for the failure at General Motors, when they should have been the beneficiary of the failure at General Motors. They should have had more market share. They should have had better design. Ford should have been allowed to unleash its power and do a better job of providing cars to the American market. But because the government intervened and decided they had to save General Motors, Ford is being penalized. But Gettelfinger is going to tell them, well, those are your UAW brothers. When you don't compete with other members of your industry or sector, then you all lose.
Ford is not the union. Ford is arguably the greatest company in this country, the greatest, richest history, and they need to take this as an opportunity to take a stand and get government intervention out of the private sector. Thank you for pointing that out.
Well, thank you very much for the call. No problem. What you had happen here with the bailout of General Motors and the takeover of Chrysler, it wasn't just the bondholders at Chrysler that got screwed with, what was it, 30 cents on the dollar? That the bondholders were basically told by Obama, you're getting 30 cents on the dollar, I'm the president, you can't do a damn thing about it. The people that got hurt the most are the workers at Ford Motor Company. Because Ford Motor Company, the natural, and this is from I got up at Yahoo Business. Rick Newman wrote the piece, that had the government let General Motors and Chrysler fail 30%, 1/3 of the total U.S. auto market would have been up for grabs. Now, think about this. Look, I will tell you that I like the design of the new Camaro. I think the rest of what Chevy's offering, I can take it or leave it. I mean, I don't think they learned their lesson. That Buick Lucerne is a Lucerne or LaCrosse. One of them is just a Malibu. It's just another Malibu. General Motors has not learned the lesson that when they have platform-wide models, they basically become redundant. This was the problem with the Trans Am and the Camaro, and that's just two models. When you think about, what was it, the 88, the Park Avenue, the sedan, I don't remember which sedan was the platform-wide, that Buick, Oldsmobile, Chevrolet, Pontiac, Cadillac. It was the same car with just different refinements across the platform. They didn't learn their lesson there. But the bottom line is, if you were out in the pony car market, you were looking for a sports car, an American-made sports car with a little muscle. Had General Motors not been bailed out, you would have had the Mustang, and, you could have bought a Ford car, I guess. But they saved the Camaro, a company that should have never produced it. There would have been more Mustangs sold, more Ford trucks sold, more Ford SUVs and crossovers sold, and Ford would have benefited, and so would have their workers. That's not how it went down. Obama had to pay back Ron Gettelfinger in the UAW. Too big to fail. When you hear too big to fail, what that means is everyone else will be punished in the process. 1-866-95-PATRIOT, 1-866-95-PATRIOT.